We've talked quite a bit how PFF is constantly on the list, off the list, on the list, etc. And we thought that they would redeem themselves a little bit with their PFF top 50, aka, where's my mouse? There you go. AKA the 50 best players in the NFL right now. It was like, okay, a couple Vikings on the list. Harrison Smith made the list. Eric Kendricks made the list. I think those are the only two Vikings who made the list. Oh, Dalvin checked in at 26, which is great. They stubbed Daniil, but after the injury, it's understandable. It's whatever. But Justin friggin' Jefferson would make this list, would make at least top 20. Next year, he'll make top 10. He's one of the best young wide receivers in the game. He was second in their grades, PFF grades last year. Well, first, if you don't count the fraudulent Davante Adams. And 1,400 yards, breaking the rookie record, 88 catches. Year two, who would have knew? Quickly ascending the heights to be the best wide receiver in the NFL. No. So we waited for the reveal. He wasn't in the teens. He wasn't in the top 10. And he did not make the top 50 at all, which is on its surface kind of shocking. But then you remember when they put out their top 32 wide receiver list, and Jefferson was at 10. And PFF was smart about this, where they synced up their positional rankings as well as the top 50 rankings. So a player that was low on the positional rankings didn't automatically just jump up, right? They're smart about that because people would have called them on it. But Davante Adams, Nuke, Tyreek, yes. Allen Robinson, we talked about, is overrated on this list. 5, Julio Jones, getting by a name value. He's not the same Julio as he was a couple years ago. He's not. Simply, he's not. A.J. Brown, respect. Michael Thomas was a sham on this list. Staphon Digs should be much higher on this list. I don't know why they're shatting on Diggs, who led the league in almost all the categories last season. And then 9-10, Thielen and Jefferson. We're like, okay, Jefferson way too low. Thielen, I understand it, but also Thielen above Jefferson at this stage of their career? Nah. Now, what's most revealing about it is they put out a tweet revealing their top 8 wide receivers. Davante Adams, Nuke, Tyreek, and Allen Robinson. And then, the Julio, AJ, Michael Thomas, Staphon Diggs. You notice anything? You notice anything weird? Why would you put out a top 8? I understand that's the only 8 that made the top 50 when you have just magically Adam Thielen at 9 and Justin Jefferson at 10. Like, the disrespect is real. And then the wide receivers amongst the top 50 rankings. Does anyone really believe that Davante Adams is the 5th best wide receiver? The 5th best overall player in the league right now? No. Like, maybe top 5 receiver. Maybe my biased ass can come around to that. Sure. But number 5 player overall in the league? No, absolutely not. Then who else is on this list? Oh, Julio is at 35. All right, so Tyreek at 18. Nuke at 17. I think Nuke is too low. Tyreek Hill, 18. I think that's fine. I think Tyreek is about top 3. And then you have Allen Robinson at 34. Is anyone under any illusion that Allen Robinson is not only the 4th best wide receiver in the NFL, but the 34th best player in the league? No, absolutely not. And we've already talked about Julio at his age, at this stage of his career. No, hard disagree. A.J. Brown, respect. I think this is a proper ranking. And Michael Thomas at 44. I mean, what's most frustrating about Michael Thomas, besides the fact he only runs slants, is that he's so whiny about it. And the only reason that he padded up all those stats is because Drew Brees could only throw the ball about 3 yards downfield at the end of his career. That's it. That is it. And frankly, I'm surprised that the Saints didn't trade his ass, but fine. And then Staphon Diggs at 45, we've talked about. Of course, we Vikings fans, we know Diggs, we love Diggs, we hate Diggs, we everything with Diggs, right? But the fact that he's 45, the 8th wide receiver in the league after the year that he had, no. But that is the second biggest disrespect on this list in terms of wide receivers. Of course, number 1 is, how does Justin Jefferson not crack this top 50? I don't get it, man. I do not understand it at all, but that's just going to be more fuel for the fire. Like, Daniil Hunter's like, I'm one of the best edge rushers in the game, if not the best, and I don't make the top 50. Okay, we'll just put that away in the back of our mind. They just made the list. It'll be used as motivation. And then Justin friggin' Jefferson, who is set to have a boom season, where he is going to be the Vikings wide receiver 1. Thielen, phenomenal, competent number 2 at this stage of his career. And with protection, Kirk Cousins is a bad, dangerous man, chucking the ball downfield. And Clint Kubiak, who has a wide receiver coach background, he's a quarterback coach as well. I think he's really going to open up the passing game, despite Mike Zimmer wanting to run the ball. And they could actually be balanced. Where teams don't know in a certain down distance that's just going to be run, pass. No, It's not going to be that. Justin Jefferson is going to eat. He's going to thrive. He's going to destroy this 2021 season. And this list is going to look stupid by the end of it. It is. It's so frustrating, man. It is. And we knew when we looked at the top 10 of the wide receivers that he wasn't going to make the top 50 in all likelihood, especially when we saw Diggs at 45. But okay. So you're telling me this season you would take Michael Thomas with whatever Jameis is chucking him the ball over Justin Jefferson. Okay. Or you're telling me that you would take Julio Jones, who is now clearly the wide receiver 2 in Tennessee, with Tannehill, no Arthur Smith, over Justin Jefferson. Okay. Or Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson with Andy Dalton or rookie Justin Fields with no protection thrown to him. Okay. At a certain point, it becomes parody, man. Because we're obviously used to the national media jabroni haircuts just raining down hatred and unholy disrespect on top of the Vikings, even their star players. But PFF was a safe haven, man, for Justin Jefferson. Like, Jefferson was their guy last year. They even voted him Offensive Rookie of the Year in their awards over Justin Herbert. But then this. It's like they forgot for a second that he's a Minnesota Viking. But okay, we're just adding it to the list, and don't worry, PFF, you're out. Actually, there's no coming back from this one. Permalisted. All right, but your thoughts? PFF trashing Justin Jefferson in their top 50. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. One support that work post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.